Nige, you're a lifesaver.
No, that was Dr. Macy's. Hey, missed you last night.
Oh, sorry about that. I was on a case. I thought it was too late to call.
Too late to call? That's from my 3 a.m. heavy breather. I was hoping you'd come by. I had something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, that's good. I have something I want to talk to you about, too.
Why does your something not sound as good as my something?
Oh, don't get paranoid. I just want to ask you if
Littleton Village. Oh, sorry, Pollock. I hope I'm not,
Oh, no worries, mate.
So, what's Littleton Village?
It's where we're going. Take the 2 out to Templeton, north on the 202, and then jog east on the 12.
Going in this weather?
Some yokel cop drew the first murder out there in like a century. He called BPD. I drew the short stick. I called Macy. He drew you.
Oh, glad I took his coffee.
Anywho, my car's lurching like it just had a corned beef at Corelli's, so I was kind of hoping that maybe you'd be willing to give me a lift.
Sure.
What do you say, Pollock? Think there's a story in a small-town murder? We can make it a threesome. Figuratively speaking.
Much as I'd love to fight the snow, I've got a hair undercover.
Oh, could I take a rain check on our chats?
Yeah. I'll let you make it up to me tonight. Ippolita, at 8.
I'd love that.
Ippolita sounds great.
Yeah, you'll be back in time.
I'll bring the siren just in case.
You're a good man, Hoyt. Despite what she says. I love you.
Well, well, well.
Sheriff Carell, call me Davey. I'm first responding. I got a code 1927D. I put in the 9018 call, and then I figured I'd better intercourse with BPD, so I called in the 914.
Could you give that to us again in English?
A murder inside.
Oh, you two are gonna love it here. This place is so
Gory.
And that's a good thing.
Honeymooners.
Nice place. You and Pollock ever want to get away?
Petticoats?
Oh, this is Morton, the caretaker.
Hope the eyes don't bother you. Most people see a glass eye, say it make them queasy.
No, he's not.
Distracting, I'd imagine. But better than my feet. Only got 6 toes between them. Coats!
Thanks.
Enjoy your stay.
Is it just me, or is this place a little odd?
Oh, I don't know. Blind butler, honeymoon couple who loves a good murder. I think you failed to mention a few details there, Davey. This is
Oh, no, this isn't the crime scene. This is the exhibit.
Lucy Carver Inn. Finest tourist hotel north of Baldwinville.
This is your real body. Sorry, I'm just trying to learn from the pro. And the closest thing we got to a crime spree around here was a rash of vandalism last summer. It was raccoon.
Hey, Jordan, check it out. This guy lost his head. They're exact replicas of the rampage, right down to the broken teacup.
Oh, yeah. The victim is James Rivers from Baltimore, MD. Checked in 2 weeks ago to soak up the ambience and write a bestseller.
depressed fractures to the skull, probably caused hemorrhage. There are a lot of blows, and I'm guessing poor Mr. Rivers here felt every one.
I wonder why she did this.
Because she loved him too much. Albert, I mean. Lucy found him in bed with someone else, Esther Moffat, room 5, and she just snapped. She was my great-great-grandmother.
Why kill the others?
Well, Dudley, it seems, saw something that he shouldn't have. And poor Officer Kimmel, he just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay, what about Mr. Rivers here? Was he just in the wrong place at the wrong time?
Mr. Rivers helped me in the kitchen. T, anyone?
I'll tell you one thing about Mr. Rivers. He wasn't killed in there. No blood spatter. Body was moved. Do you know anything about our entourage over there?
Besides the fact they like to vacation with the dead?
People like the forbidden. But we have ghosts.
Francis has a point. There's no sign of forced entry. The place was locked. So, technically, a ghost could have killed Mr. Rivers.
My money's on one of these guys.
Do not react. Seriously.
Ta-da! Any jokes, any smirks, any comments at all, I will hit you.
Lily has a date.
Oh, it's not a date. It's the opera. Jeffrey and I are going to the opera.
Madam Butterfly.
Jeffrey?
Yeah, Brandau. You know, the Pipsqueak ADA.
You dressed up for him.
I called next of kin from the social you found on him. Turns out that Preston Davis here isn't Preston Davis at all. Unless he died 6 years ago in Utah and he's 76.
Well, he's not exactly the Preston Davis type, is he? There's a steep black market in Social Security numbers. Illegals use them to get jobs, bank accounts. So what happened to the bloke? Oh, what happened to...
Stab wound to the back of the neck. Oh. BU rower found him floating in the charts. You know, you look,
If there's a punchline to that, stifle it.
No, just...
My husband, he didn't come home. And I checked all the hospitals, and they told me that Jose and I, that's his name. We come to this country after my son was born. Jose, he speak out against the wrong people. And we couldn't risk my son.
You did the right thing for him.
My mother, she died 2 days ago. And we had to get Joselito here. But that cost much.
Because he has no visa.
I should go.
We're here to help, Mrs. Alvarez. No one's looking into why you're here or how you got here.
We just want to find out who hurt your husband.
There was a man at the bank. Jose thought that he would help us get the money. Mr. Raleigh. Jose went to go see Mr. Raleigh.
So you were in your room at the time of the murder?
In bed.
I'm not sure I would have heard anything. We were...
I was taking a bath.
At 3 in the morning?
It was my son's idea. Can I go to the morgue sometime?
It's such a happy place.
Just the facts, please.
The fact is, my son scares me. Because I like to touch blood.
Wow.
I was still in the bath.
Did you kill him?
No.
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 Absolutely not. No.
Are you really asking me that?
We got nothing. No one saw anything.
And if we believe their stories, they all alibi out.
Except Morton, since he found the body.
The blind guy with no toes?
Actually, he's got 6. And I told him to be here.
Yeah, so where is he?
Morton! Morton!
Hard to find sometimes. He wanders.
He always finds his way back?
He knows this place better than anyone. Been here his whole life. One thing you should know about Morton, he believes that Lucy's still alive.
Lucy is in the ghost?
Yeah, so when he says that a thump, drag, thump led him to the body, it's hard to know what's real and what's his scotch talking.
This is cute.
Authentic curse? We'll put bodies in there come Halloween. Should be fun.
Okay, well, blind or not, Morton's the one who found the body. He has no alibi, and when it came time to be questioned, he bolted. So, Morton!
That's a new one on me. They kill you when you try to make a withdrawal?
Just ask him.
I don't care. Get it done, Bobby.
Mr. Raleigh, thanks for coming down. I'm Detective Seeley.
I understand there's some dead customer I was supposed to have met with yesterday. Nope.
Really? Because his widow was quite sure it was you who he met with.
Do you know what we do at a bank? We keep money. Lots and lots of people's money. Sure, he may have come in. Lots of people come in.
Just look at the picture, sir.
Nope. Now, if that's all...
Actually, banks being what they are, places where you keep lots and lots of money,
You also have security cameras. I'd appreciate it if you let me take a look at the videos from yesterday.
Freak thing. Whoever was in charge of resetting machines last night forgot to change the tapes. Yesterday's tapes got taped over. I know. It really upset me, too. Surveillance tapes can be invaluable. I hope I've been helpful.
Rivers' room. He may have been dragged from here.
The killer dragged him up the landing, down the stairs, and all the way into the parlor. I mean, why didn't you just take him right out the front door? Bury him in the snow, wouldn't have been found till the spring thaw.
Hey, kids, this isn't a show.
Oh, no problem. I hope we weren't too...
Loud in there?
Let me guess.
Decoration.
But this isn't a crime scene.
Guess that explains the thump, drag, thump that Morton heard. Not a ghost, but a body being dragged down the stairs.
Or a ghost carrying the body down the stairs.
What kind of ghost steals luggage tags? No wallet, no phone, no ID, all MIA.
Someone does not want us to know who Mr. Rivers really is.
Hey, Nige. Nige, can you hear me? Look, Mr. Rivers' body is coming to the morgue. Just run it for prints. Do whatever you can, because we're...
Morgan's late family. I can't. I'm sorry.
I hate to bother you.
Oh, no, that's okay. I know you must be scared.
Well, actually, he wants to know if he could touch the body.
No. Someone did not want him talking to us.
The question is it one of them? Or maybe Morton's right. Maybe it is Lucy's ghost.
No one's going anywhere. The road down the mountain's closed, snowed in, happens every year, no way in or out. Man, how exciting is this?
Then you two will be spending the night. Of course, we only have one room available. I hope that's not a problem.
The body has defensive wounds, and Raleigh had a bandage on his hand. $1,000 says he got it from killing Mr. Alvarez.
You think he did it at the bank?
Well, why else would he erase the tapes? The only thing I can't figure, TOD is around noon, middle of the day. How did Raleigh get the body out without being seen?
Why didn't you search the bank?
Seeley's trying to get a warrant from the DA's office. But the truth is, we don't have a shred of physical evidence to get one. Someone cleaned the body, and I doubt this is going to help.
Huh.
It's the metal weapon. I mean, it could be anything. Small letter opener or. Hey, is that new perfume?
Lily. Oh, you look, wow.
Oh, it's just a... hey, would you like to make a donation? It's the saddest story. It's political refugees.
Oh, Noemi Alvarez.
You know her?
Detective Seeley called, looking to get a search warrant. And, I heard that you were involved, and I figured we could work together.
That's wonderful. Maybe you could help us nail the banker that did this.
Yeah, I'd like nothing better. If he did it. Though I have to say, it's Mrs. Alvarez's story that has holes in it.
Wait a minute, she's the victim here.
Well, technically, her husband's the victim. Though, truth be told, it does look like they're both illegal, so, well, in any event, she's gonna have to answer some hard questions.
You start pulling her in, you know what's going to happen. She'll be deported.
Well, if she's here illegally, well, the opera's starting soon, so maybe we...
Maybe we shouldn't.
It's just business, Lily.
Not to me.
Why don't you take it?
No, that's okay. No, I'll be fine on the couch.
That is not a couch. It's a, come on, let's just share the bed. It's not like we're getting totally naked. It's like -20 in here.
You're right. You know, at least we'll both get some sleep. So, do you think the body's going to be okay out in that tent?
Davy Crockett watching the door with a 12 gauge. Nobody's getting past him. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing?
Oh, what?
That's my side of the bed.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I always sleep on the left.
Okay, fine, if you're going to be picky about it.
Thanks.
Oh!
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
You really don't have a side of the bed?
No, actually, you know what? I never even thought about it, so.
What kind of person doesn't have a side of the bed? So how are things with you and Pollock?
Hey, what are you... Oh. What are you doing here?
Waiting for Kavanaugh.
It's going to be a long way. They're snowed in.
Snowed in?
Don't worry, they got a hotel, nice...
Oh, great, with the guy she used to date.
Yeah, I thought things were good between you two.
So did I. Look, I mean, you know her. What do you think about us?
Well, I just feel like, well, maybe we're moving a little too fast. And he's a great guy, don't get me wrong. It's been a lot of fun. And, you know, it's nice feeling like a woman, you know what I mean?
Is that a rhetorical question?
It's not what I think. Pollock, it's what you think. What do you feel?
But it just feels like something's...
Missing.
I don't know. Maybe, you know, he's smart and...
She's infuriating.
And he's funny. And
then she makes me laugh. And the sex is great. I mean, sometimes it's...
Yeah, too much information there, mate.
Right, thanks.
I don't know.
You still haven't answered the question, though. How do you feel?
You asking for my opinion?
Yeah.
For real? Because, let's face it, Jordan, the last few months for you and I have been a little weird, and I don't want to...
No, I want your opinion.
I think you already know. I think we always know what we want, deep down. Not what we say we want, but what we really want. Then again, what do I know?
No, I think you're right. I think you're exactly right. When did you get so smart?
Well, call me a romantic, but I figure that if you can't imagine your life without that someone in it, if every day would be diminished if you weren't with her, then you'll know. And then you won't have to ask a pummy bastard like me.
You're at it again.
Oh, to be young and in love. That wasn't coming from next door.
That wasn't that kind of a scream.
Someone's out in the tent.
Don't suppose a gun is going to help us if this is a ghost.
It's no ghost.
Come on, everybody, let's go. Nothing to see here. Let's move it. Move it in.
You two, in there, sit.
Hey, how come you didn't wake me
Hey,
up?
not the time, baby. Picture tells 1,000 words. Found this next to the body.
You slaughtered 2 people and you wanted pictures?
No, it's
Oh, Kara, please talk fast. I'm itching to read you your rights.
No, it was a honeymoon present for Keith. I've never had my picture taken with a real live dead person.
You had Morton's glass eye. You wanted another piece of him.
She found it in the snow. It's just... we needed a souvenir.
Doing a honeymoon tour of famous murder scenes. Lizzie Borden Inn, the Black Dahlia killing fields.
Oh, God. Hey, Nige, give me a second. What are you doing up?
Hey, I've been trying to call you for hours. Fascinating bloke, you're James Rivers. I ran those prints like you asked. Real man of mystery.
The abridged version, please, before I lose you.
Okay, the address he gave the hotel does not exist. I repeat, it does not exist. He doesn't even exist, at least not as James Rivers.
Okay, not who he isn't, who he is.
James Laramie, no priors, but here's the fascinating stuff. He was born in Littleton Village, where you are right now. So why does a man return to his hometown under an alias and end up getting himself killed?
Thanks, Nige.
Hello?
When you come to this country, you cannot work. Not for real wages. You cannot get a job unless you are legal. And you cannot get legal unless you have a job.
Unless you can find an ID.
Someone told us that Mr. Raleigh could help. If you pay a lot of money, he makes it so that you can work.
And he does this for a lot of people?
He takes you to his safety deposit room. It's private. No cameras. He promised that the Social Security cards were real, that we could use them to get jobs, to open an account, to get credit. But first, we had to pay $5,000, but we didn't have the money, so he did us a favor. He said that he would take the rest out of our deposits, 25% of all the money that we put into the account. All we wanted to do was to bring my son here.
Mrs. Alvarez, I can help find your husband's killer, but you're here illegally, and I think you need to realize that,
You want evidence? I've got evidence. It's from his lower back. V-E-S-T. It was buried in a tattoo, but it's a lividity depression, which means it's from wherever Raleigh stashed him after the murder.
Which could be anywhere.
We know that Raleigh erased the tapes, which puts the crime at the bank.
Probably in the safety deposit room. Were you listening to her, Jeffrey? She lost everything. She can't go home.
I don't pick and choose which laws to uphold.
Of course you do. That's what DAs do. Yeah, but you get the feds involved. You hand them this, they owe you a big chit. That's how it works, isn't it? Jeffrey. That's why Seeley wasn't invited to your little inquest.
We want that warrant.
Is this necessary?
I want to see the jail.
You sure the Hall of Records will be open? Yeah, I have a key. Don't you love how exciting this is? I mean, James Rivers really isn't James Rivers. He's James Laramie. You know, only nobody really knows who Laramie is. You know, I bet if we find that out, we might actually get a motive for this.
Easy now, Columbo. Let's just get going. You sure your Jeep is going to make it through this? Perfect.
Look at the bright side.
There is no bright side.
Breaker, this is Sheriff Davey, and you got a 20 on Big Al. We need a tow.
See what I can do.
There's nothing in here that looks like it could match that lividity mark. And it's all too clean.
Still doesn't make sense. I mean, even if Raleigh cleans the room, how did he get the body out of here without being seen? Bug. It's cracked.
That matches the shape of the murder weapon.
All right. Alvarez is desperate to get money to bring his son here. When Raleigh says no, he gets upset. It escalates into a fight. The picture falls, and Raleigh slams him against his hook.
Damn it. Raleigh cleaned that too.
I thought you could use refreshment.
Search warrant gave us access to your accounts. Your name appears on 212 of them, open for dead people.
I'm the manager. My name appears on thousands of accounts. That doesn't mean I control who sets them up. You're talking about people who use these stolen Social Security numbers to defraud the bank, to take jobs away from Americans. The bank is the victim here.
You son of a bitch.
It's a shame about the coffee. I'll get someone from the cleaning staff to get that up. They're quite good.
You live around death for so long, there's an instinct to be numb to this type of tragedy, but it's horrible. So do you think the honeymooners killed him?
Well, there's no prints around his eye socket, which supports the story that Kara found the prosthetic guy in the snow. And there's none of their trace on his body.
So they're telling the truth. I thought they were such nice people. So in love, don't you think?
Oodles. This doesn't make any sense, though.
What is it?
There's no hemorrhaging inside the wound. It's post-mortem. It wasn't cause of death. Cyanide.
In the flask? Poison?
Why? What?
Davy gave him that flask. He gave it to him right before you and the detective got here.
Excuse me.
I hope your friend's okay.
I think it's the radiator hose. It's either cracked or somebody cut it. Damn, it won't move. Hey, do you have a screwdriver?
It's okay, everything's fine, we got it under control. Wolf, over there eyeing you. Nasty buggers this time of the year, especially when they haven't eaten. Gunshot must have scared them off.
But a little warning next time, Rambo. Radiator hose is busted. May have even been cut.
Who could have done that?
Hey, my car won't start. Is there a phone that I can use?
Seeley searched Raleigh's house, his cars, even the boats he keeps at the marina.
Nothing?
You know, it just doesn't make any sense. Mr. Alvarez couldn't fit inside a safety deposit box. There's no way that Raleigh can make the body vanish.
Where's the safety deposit box room?
It's right here. They just don't label it. They don't want people getting hold of the blueprints and figuring out how to break in.
That's one big room. That's, like, at least the size of this room.
You are brilliant, and I am so stupid. Safety deposit box room is less than half this size.
So what's in the rest of that space?
Hey, Big Al.
Why don't you boys call for some service?
Nice cologne you got on there, detective. Like a young buck.
So you've lived here your whole life?
Except the year I spent in Vegas. I had dreams of being a showgirl.
Can I run a name by you, Big Al?
Oh, you can call me Alice.
Okay, Alice. Do you know James Laramie?
Lots of Laramies. No James. Oh, wait. I think Bill Laramie had a younger brother, Jimmy. Family moved away about 20 years ago, after Bill did what he did.
What did he did?
Left his fiancée at the altar. Oh, wedding was a huge event. I remember I ordered this dress over at Corvette's. Fancy, floral design. I love flowers. Whole town showed up, except the groom. Poor Frances.
Frances? Frances Murphy?
Poor girl. I don't think she ever got over it. Good thing Bill never showed his yellow keister in this town again. Of course, Mama always said Laramie didn't leave. Frances found him and... They say it runs in the Carver family.
Excuse me a second.
Woody!
Sorry to disappoint you.
Hey, I was just trying to call you, but the storm is...
Yeah, I heard. Stranded at a romantic bed and breakfast with Woody, eh?
Nothing says romance like bloodstained furniture and severed heads.
Road open yet? When are you coming home?
I don't know.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm...
It's just that this crime scene was supposed to be exactly the same as it was, and I... You know, I can't talk now. Can I call you back?
Wait, Jordan.
found Bill. I couldn't let him leave me. Believe me when I say, I'm very sorry. I'm touched. Life takes unexpected turns, doesn't it? I never thought I'd spend my life here running this place. What did you think you'd be doing? Living with Bill, raising a family. He was going to buy us a farm in Missouri, but then changed his mind. And that's not right. There's one person for everyone in the world, don't you think? And Bill was mine. See, I knew that from the moment I met him. He made me feel, well, I couldn't imagine my life without him. You know what I mean?
There's no way you're gonna get away with this, Francis.
Well, that's what Bill's brother thought. Turned into a guest, writing a novel. He just wanted to dig around. And then he found Bill.
And to find out it was you.
This gun, it's Davy's. And I made sure that Morton's flask had his prints on it, too. And everyone knows that he's just been dying to solve a big case. So, see, they find you and they put it all together and they'll think you just got carried away.
I guess we got it all figured out. Hearse. Coroner in the hearse. Nice touch.
Jordan! Jordan, are you here? Jordan!
Get in. Please don't make me ask you again.
For what? Are you gonna kill me twice? Think I'm gonna make this easy on you? What are you gonna do?
Jordan!
The barn!
You okay?
Yeah, I missed all the fun.
I can arrest her now, right? I mean, it's okay if I take her in. Book her.
This is bordering on harassment now.
You know what had us stumped? We thought there was no way out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about the vault, which is hidden behind a wall in your safety deposit box room.
Nice security feature. And a good place to stash a body.
Nice theory.
Not theory. Fact.
Mr. Alvarez got this mark from laying on the floor of your vault for 12 hours and 15 minutes after you killed him. Your vault, which is constructed by Combi Steel. B-E-S-T.
Maybe someone put him in there, but not me.
You made a mistake, Riley. You know, you should pay better attention when they give you the lecture on how your vault works. Time of death was around noon. At 12:09 p.m., guess who punched in their own individual code to open the vault?
The same person who punched his code in again at 1:24 a.m. the next morning and removed a body.
I want to call my lawyer now.
It better be an expensive one.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You also have a right to have an attorney present.
I gave Brandau enough evidence, so Raleigh will cop a plea and there won't be a trial.
Oh.
No reason for Mrs. Alvarez to be exposed.
Ugh. Thank you.
No big deal, Lily.
Don't sell yourself short. You did a great job.
What are you doing here?
Well, I get Raleigh, and you get... Have Mrs. Alvarez fill it out. She wants a green card, that's step one. I mean, we have to be sure that she's legal if her son's gonna be here. Plane's due to leave Guatemala City first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh. Jeffrey, how did you...
I got a friend in immigration. He owed me a really big chit.
Oh, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Still not back yet?
No, no word.
Probably still snowed in.
Yeah, it could be.
Is that what I think it is?
Look, not a word about this to anyone. You've got to promise me.
Yeah, my word is gold.
Oh. So is this. Plus that little diamond there. I figured I didn't want any more days diminished. What do you think my chances are? Hey, any news that the road home might be open yet?
No. Looks like we're snowbound. Candy eyeballs? Saltwater taffy?
Ah.
And Noose cookies.
Yeah. How about a liquid dinner? Davey gave it to us as a thank you gift.
Moonshine? Oh! What it grows on you. Yeah.
I gotta say, Jordan, it's nice to be us again. Past all that.
Like that fighting, anger. Yeah.
We did good on this. I miss that.
Yeah, me too. But except for the almost dying part.
Yeah. Except for that.
I've got you under my skin. I have got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart, you're really a part of me. And I've got you under my skin.